babies. All right. So it's time for a bedtime story. And today we're going to read the story of the 5 brothers. So I think I remember this story. We'll read it together. Grandma will remember. It's been a while since I've heard this story. All right. So, once upon a time, we'll start that way. There we go. Once upon a time, there were 5 brothers who all looked exactly alike. They lived with their dear mother in a little house beside the crystal blue sea. The brothers were different from other boys. Their father had been a sorcerer, and they all had special powers. So instead of being identical twins, let's see, I think that's identical quintuplets. No. Yeah, quintuplets. Yep, that's what it's called. So, the first brother could slurp up the whole sea and hold it in his mouth. The second brother could see through the back of his head. The third brother could slip through the tiniest cracks. The fourth brother could make himself quite tall. And the fifth brother could spin like a top. When it came time to fish, the first brother could swallow the sea so they could catch fish. But one day, he did this when the king was trying to swim. The king liked total privacy because he had giant feet, which he tried to hide from everybody. The king was very angry when his feet were exposed to the entire village. He ordered his guards to find the person who had swallowed the sea. The king wanted the offender blindfolded and left alone in the dark woods. The guards found the first brother and led him to the king. He told the king he had to say goodbye to his mother. The king agreed, and the first brother asked the second brother to take his place. Since the second brother had eyes in the back of his head, he easily got out of the woods. The guards were very surprised when they saw the second brother walk out of the woods. They captured him and took the sneaky brother to see the angry king. The king ordered the guards to lock the boy inside a box. The second brother pleaded with the king to let him say goodbye to his mother. He relented, and the second brother asked the third brother to take his place. This brother, who could creep through the tiny crack, was locked in the box. He wiggled free and scared the guards silly. The king was angrier than ever. He ordered his guards to take the brother out to the open sea, where they were to leave him in the deepest waters. The third brother pleaded with the king to let him say goodbye to his mother again. The king agreed. The fourth brother took the third brother's place and went out to the sea. Since this brother could stretch his legs easily, he was able to stand taller than the deepest water. The guards reported back to the king, who angrily ordered the guards to throw the brother in the dungeon. Not the dungeon, oh no. Like his brothers before him, the fourth brother received permission to say farewell to his mother. He went and asked the fifth brother to take his place in the dark dungeon. Now the fifth brother, who could spin faster than a top, knew the floor was solid rock, and he needed to go up. He turned and turned, spinning into a blur as he lifted off toward the ceiling. The king was getting ready for bed when the floor began to shake. The king jumped on his bed as the fifth brother spun up through the floor. The the angry king sputtered and spat and declared that the fifth brother was a demon. The fifth brother knew he needed to please the king. He looked at the man's giant feet and told the king he could make his subjects very happy if he used his feet to make mashed potatoes for the entire kingdom. So the king came to know that he, too, could do things that no one else in the world could do. He was very pleased with his feet. Everyone loved his mashed potatoes and lived happily ever after. You're going to eat mashed potatoes after the king has been stepping on them? Ew. Ew.
Yeah.
Well, people drink grapes after people drink wine. Yeah, I gotcha. As long as he cleaned his feet, no different than hands. Anyway, I love you.
I love you too.
Grandma, great grandma loves you. Papa loves you. He went to the store. But we will see. Be good. Say your prayers. Go to sleep. Okay? Grandma loves you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Great grandma loves you.
Great grandma loves you. Yep.